So welcome back to another video here in Pennsylvania. More specifically, we're back here at Blue Marsh Lake. Of course, you know, just recently we completed that hiking series where I hiked the whole trail around the lake. But anyway, in filming that series, we found a couple of places that were kind of worth coming back and exploring a little bit. Places I kind of remembered from the past. And we're at one of those places today where, of course, many of you know, I've mentioned it many times, you know, Blue Marsh Lake was created through eminent domain, you know, taken of people's properties by the government to build a dam down here on the Topockin Creek. So all around Blue Marsh Lake in the area you find remains of those old homesteads and stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing today, looking for more remains like that. So this is one of the old roads or old farm lanes that used to come through the area. Back behind me is Church Road, if you're familiar with the area. And there's another road up here, it's an abandoned one, which I think is that what they call Old Church Road? But anyway. And you might, the lake is just down that way. Yeah, because even down here you can see some concrete remnants of something or other down here. Off this side down there, not sure what that is, but yeah, we'll see if we can find some foundations, maybe some old bottle dumps, things like that. I know when I hiked this section this past winter, I did find a big old like apple cider jar that I kind of stashed at some spot. We might go looking for that again. But I'm gonna get up on this old road and maybe follow it up this way a little bit, but then we'll take it down that way to the lake. Alright, so let's check it out this way first. Oh yeah, the tree fell down this way, kind of blocking things off. Let's see. Let's see if we can make our way through this. See what's up this way. Well, that actually wasn't too bad getting through that, but we're gonna keep our eyes open. I feel like I see something interesting up in there, but we're gonna come back to that. I'm just gonna walk down this way a little bit. I don't think I ever came down this way. Should mention today is Sunday the 12th, February. It's Super Bowl Sunday. So a little bit of time after church today to come out. Often hang out with people in the afternoon, but by myself today. So we're gonna go out for a little exploring. Blue Marsh is pretty close to where I live, so it's a place I can come if I only have a couple hours to do some exploring. It's not really seen anything of interest down this way, but this is indeed the old road. The new road is that way. Even if you just scrape away, like here earlier, scraped away the leaves a little bit, you can see the old road surface underneath. So this indeed was a paved road at one point. We'll go a little bit further down this way and turn around, head the other way. Head down towards Blue Marsh Lake itself. Alright, so down towards the lake we head. I know earlier I said I saw something interesting up there. I did walk around up there, there's nothing up there. It's a little flat area that almost looked like maybe a house could be there, but alright. And there are just little random signs of evidence. People used to live back here. Here's a cutoff power line, telephone pole right there. Of course, the Blue Marsh Trail itself goes up that way then. We're gonna keep going straight. Yeah, here's another telephone pole. It's cut off. Right down there. Maybe once we get down to the lake edge, we'll walk along the lake a little bit, because in the winter times they lower the lake levels. See something interesting here, so maybe we'll walk along the edge of the lake a little bit. But let me show you this. Yeah, this looks man-made. That looks like limestone. That looks like a bit of a remnants of a rock wall or something like that. Almost looks like it goes in there a little bit, like it's hollow. I don't know about that. Maybe the remnants of a wall. See more stone along here. Looks like another spot up here. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that there was an old stone wall here at one point, maybe. Something like that. Who knows? Yeah, there's more of it down here too. Definitely man-made. It's all covered in moss and stuff. I guess maybe a lot of it just collapsed or got toted away by people. Alright. You can still see the old road surface. There's one little branch off of the lake down here. Alright, so something just caught my eye off in the brush. I don't know if you can make it out back in there. It looks like a concrete something or other. I don't know if you can, how easy it's going to be to get there. Maybe we'll go in this way. Of course, there's going to be thorns of all kinds. Yeah, it's a pretty long structure back here, or a foundation of some sort. Yeah, right here. Kind of goes all the way up there. And goes on this way for a bit. And what it is, I have no idea. It's kind of long and thin. I do see a little bit of metal work sticking out of it up there. Let me zoom in on that. Maybe something was fastened to the top of it at one point. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let me hop up here. So I think we'll investigate around here a little bit more. See if there's anything else to it. See, kind of go up that way a little bit more. So yeah, if you have any idea what that was, you can let me know in the comments. It's just back up in the brush up there. Yeah, but here's the lake edge. The larger area of the lake is up there, though. I don't know if I feel like getting down there and exploring now. Yeah, maybe we will. I think I don't want to follow the old road yet, but maybe we'll just hop down here a while. See what we can see from the edge here. Oh, here's a old pipe coming down through here. Definitely seen better days. Let's see, where's that coming from? I mean, it's so overgrown here. Alright, can't really see anything in there. Well, we'll let the pipe go for now. I'm just kind of curious where it goes. If there's... You know, what's it draining up here? I mean, that old road is up here too, so maybe... But I can't see any... I don't really see anything foundation-wise in there. It's kind of hard to see anyway. But I'll just keep walking along the lake, I think. This is always fun. You never know what you're going to find just down along the lake edge sometimes, too. Oh, what's this? Is this foundations? Ah, I think we have found something. Or, what is this? Ouch. Yeah, there's some sort of something there. Just some chunks of concrete. Oh, wait a second, what's going on here? I see some cinder block foundation stuff, and there's these chunks on top of it. Almost like they're placed here intentionally. Huh. I almost wonder if there's like an old well under there or something. There's a bit of like a cinder block foundation, so it's not terribly old, but these chunks of concrete with some stone mix and were placed deliberately on top of here. So, kind of makes you wonder if it's just trying to cover something up that could potentially be dangerous. If that is an old well, then that means, well, it means there might be more back here. Oh, that's so heavily overgrown in here. Alright. Well, let's just keep exploring along the lake edge for now. It's a lot easier to see things from here, looking up in there. So there's an old trail marker right there. Okay, that's kind of odd. Hold on a second. Yeah, right in there, there's an old, not super old trail marker, but it says Boat Trail 6, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. So these are the type of signs they use here. It's a boat trail. I guess that's for, yeah, for down here in the lake, right? But obviously, that has not been promoted for some time. That's a pallet up here. Oh, this is the old road. This is where the road comes down. You can see the old road surface here. So I'm gonna walk up this way just a little bit. See if I can find anything. And I think I'll come back and walk along the lakeshore a little bit more. Alright, well, back to the lake here. I followed the road up a little ways to where I had gotten off it earlier. There's some people on the other side of the lake there. I don't know if you can see them over there. I won't zoom in on them. Oh, there's actually quite a few. I see a number of people over there. Alright. Let's just keep exploring this way. So when I come back, that's the road that I need to take back up to where I parked. Oh, here's a Christmas tree. The remnants of one. You can see where it's cut off. There are a lot of pieces of quartz here, because this is all limestone, so there's a lot of quartz in here too. All these little whiter pieces. It's cool to see some of the outcrops of limestone too. Neat little patterns in them. And these should look familiar. We just showed these at a mail time recently. Someone sent me one of these, asking what this was. These seed pods. It's from a honey locust tree. Which is probably that one tree back there. A whole bunch of them here. Coming up on a pretty expansive area that's open. Of course, in the summer this would be all covered with water, but pretty shallow. Yeah, Blue Marsh Lake is not just some nice round or oval shaped lake. It has a lot of different, it's very kind of like long and narrow. Has a lot of different parts that branch off. So you're only seeing parts of it. It keeps on going around the bend, even back this way. It just keeps on going around that way because it follows a creek. This is or was a Topahakan Creek. I guess it still technically is. Alright, so here we're going to have to leave the lake edge. It gets a little bit too steep out that way to walk along the edge. I mean, I probably could, but it'd just be too much of a struggle. So, I think we'll head up this way. Don't really know where I'm going to go from here. We're just going to go exploring. Alright, I got to turn you off. Get through here. Well, I've made my way up the hill here. We were just down. Walk along the edge of the lake because it came all the way from back over there somewhere. So I'm just gonna, to be honest, not entirely sure where I'm going at this point, or like what my plan is. I haven't really followed. I kind of had a plan when I first started, but that kind of went out the window already. I think coming up this way is another old farm lane. That is part of the Blue Marsh Trail. So I think, I'm pretty sure if we head up this way to the top, we'll connect up with that. I think that's where I left that old apple cider jar too, or jug, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's where I'll go. If my sense of direction is correct. If not, well, who knows? Maybe we'll find something else. I mean, I know where I am in general, so we're not gonna get lost or anything. Yeah, this is the spot. I do see a trail sign up there. I remember that big old tree right there. Giant white oak tree. I think we're gonna check that out too. Wherever you see really big trees like that, it's almost always a settlement nearby, a house or something. But I think just down that way is where I put that big jar. Yeah, the trail goes down this way. This is that old farm lane. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, so there's that huge tree. And the trail goes down here. Let's see if that jug is, if I remember where I put it. I think around this log right here. I think I put it at. Huh. I don't know. See, I thought I covered it with leaves and stuff. Or maybe there's another log further down. Let's check this one. Yeah, I thought I covered it with leaves and stuff. Uh-oh. Maybe someone else found it. I don't see it in here. I was just going to check if it's further down this way, which I will in a moment, but I did just spot there's a bit of a dump down there. Doesn't look like anything old, but we'll check it out because it looks like a good place for back in the day where they would dump their trash. I'm just going to quick check up here. Maybe that. I remember there being a log. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. I'll have to check that out in a moment. Alright. Where are you, Jug? I don't think it's down this far. I don't consider it lost or taken. Yeah, because here's another. Yeah, it's not around here. Alright. Yeah, so I'll have to assume that my jug got taken. Or maybe they tossed it back down the dump down there. I wasn't sure if I'd ever come back for it. It's just kind of one of this cool old, not something terribly old, but anyway. Let's check out the dump. Anyway. Yeah, so down here's going to be the dump. I'm not going to be the first person to explore here. You can see it goes all the way down into there. So up above us is that big huge tree once again. So there was most likely a house the top of that hill, or maybe up in here somewhere, because that's what they would have used this hillside then for their dump. Like I said, it's the way they did it back in the day. It's just, it is what it is. Don't think it'll be anything terribly old here though. Stuff probably, you know, from the 60s and the 70s. They do have like, oh, like here's some of the older, here's an older style Coke can with that kind of pull tab. I guess that's definitely from the 70s, I don't know. I don't remember drinking soda that had openings like that, but old Coke. Okay, here's an old, this is kind of cool. Here's an old Pepsi can. That's actually not in terribly bad shape. Once again, it has that type of opening. Cool. Kind of a collector would probably like that one. All kinds of old. What's this? Is that Fresca? Do they even make Fresca anymore? I don't know. What's this one? Another Coke. That type of pull tab. So that kind of dates this place a bit. Here's some of that blue glass, like an old Noxema jar. Alright. Let's see what else is down here. There's probably a lot more even like underneath all this. I mean, maybe there wasn't a house just up the top of the hill. Maybe sometimes the farmers would come and just, before all these trees are here, and just pull up to the edge and just dump it all down. Some different old, anyway, I wonder why this one got thrown away. It's a nice old, that's still usable. Lots of jars. Is that Hawaiian? Is it? Maybe this is like, is that Hawaiian punch maybe? No. Oh, it's Surefine ginger ale. Don't think they make that anymore. What's this? Crass orange soda. I don't think they make that brand anymore either. Yeah, quite a few old galvanized buckets down here. Full of holes, of course. You can see how the heavier things, like the glass, comes further down the hill because of gravity, while the lighter things, like the aluminum, and there's still some glass up there, but a lot of the lighter stuff stays up there. Not sure if it continues on down that way or not. Yeah, so I'm seeing stuff scattered all about. There's that area over there with some, I think there's even an old pot here. Behind us is where that main dump was, but I'm guessing they use this whole hillside as a place to dump trash. I know it's trash, but it's old trash, so sometimes it's like a bit of a trip down memory lane. Yeah, oh, brush. Yeah, just another spot here. Mostly old jars. I feel like we had, oops, I feel like we had these kind of cups growing up. Glass tumbler with the flowers on it. Huh, a lot of baby food jars. Actually quite a few. Some larger chunks of metal up there. Alright. I know at different times I've tried to think of ways to upcycle, they call it, to like glass jars like this. I mean, they're still perfectly good glass jars. I mean, some even have lids on, but they're pretty rusted. But is there a way to reuse these in some capacity? I mean, they're free. They're just out here, you know. I know places where there's just tons of stuff like this laying around. It'd be cool if you could find a way to use it. You know, get it out of the woods like this, or even make some money off of it. Turn them into something. I don't know. But anyway, let's get going. I'm not my whole idea of a house being nearby. I mean, I still think there is, but I'm getting the idea that maybe they just backed up to this hillside here and dumped the stuff. But anyway. Alright, so I'm going to start making my way down that farm lane back to where I parked. Behind me is that big, huge tree. I mean, that could have been a house. There was a house here. It could have been right out here in the field, but at least when the government took over this land, most of those houses were torn down and just any remains of them obliterated. Alright, so down the old farm lane we go. Keep our eyes open down this way too. Because I think when I came through here in the autumn hiking this trail, there's still you know, some foliage on the leaves and the trees and stuff. So it might be a little easier to see things. I'm still a little bitter about that apple cider jug too, but I guess the leaves I'd covered it with blew off or something. Or maybe I just don't remember where I put it. Yeah, and here are the remains of those Osage oranges. Remember those big green ball-like fruits we found earlier? Not today, but in other videos. They're green, but you see how black and nasty they are. But it looks like somebody's been breaking them open a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's how big they are. Yeah, they're kind of mushy now a little bit, but yeah, they're not too many things eat them. But it looks like some have been broken open. Yeah, they were all along the trail down here. All right. Yeah, I do remember this spot too. And that looks like an old railroad tie. I think I showed that last time we were through here. Some piles of like cinder blocks there. So yeah, because there's like a, it looks like there's a spring that comes out of the ground right here. Let's try and get up there, find a way over there. Yeah, so there are definitely several springs right here. Right there's the trail we were. Kind of wonder what's under those rocks right there. They look put there intentionally, and there's another one over here it looks like. And they both kind of join up right here. They both have a little bit of water running out of them. You can see some even down there. Yeah, so just following those springs down a little bit here. There's more, oh, that's kind of interesting. There's more, yeah, trash. There's more trash. Check this out. There's like an old, what is this? Hold on a second here. Check this out. That's kind of cool. Look at that design on there. Let's say Holmar, English Village. Oops, let me show it to you. Wow, I mean, it's broken, but then over here is one that looks whole. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the handle's broken off. Those are kind of cool. Those might be worth taking home. Just some interesting pieces. Huh. Cool. It'd be nice to find the other pieces to those cups, but that's probably why they're in here. Not sure where this. There's quite a bit of trash down through here. Once again, this is older trash. I'm not sure it's coming from that hillside up there, or of course our trail, our old farm lane is right over here too. So maybe they just once again use this as a dump as well. I know, folks, it is what it is. That's just the way they did it back then. Not right or wrong. It's just the deed is done. But it's kind of cool going down, find some neat stuff. I am taking those two home. They're pretty cool. Here's an old thermos. Definitely seen better days. Nothing in here is terribly old. Uh-oh, what is that? What is that down there? Oh, my most feared thing to find out here. Oh, it's a leg. Look at that. It's a leg or an arm. Oh, yep, it's a doll leg. A piece of a doll. I hate dolls. I realized I just walked past something else up here. What is this? Oh, this looks dollish too. Ew. That was like a, yeah, something like a Barbie doll or something. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Barbie doll. Without a head or legs. Alright. Leave her to her muddy grave. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the trash is coming out of this hillside here. Once again, right there's our old farmlands up there, but it looks like someone was here at one point too, digging the stuff out. I see some diggings in there, some stuff coming out. So yeah, this is, yeah, all the stuff that's coming out. So right here's where I found those two cool cups. Oh look, here's another piece of that stuff. I wonder if that is the piece the missing piece. Hold on a second. That is indeed what that piece is. Here's the piece I found earlier. Set it right there. And this piece goes right to it like that. Fits perfectly. Yeah, there you go. But there's a piece missing up here and on the edge there. That's nicked out. But other than that, it's kind of cool. Huh. So I was just pulling a few more things out of this hillside, and this popped out. It's another piece of that, like a set. Looks like this had a little, some kind of spout on it too or something. Got broken off. That's still kind of cool. Probably keep all of it. Yes, there's all kinds of stuff up in here, but I think I'll let it go for now. Or will I? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of. I don't have any gloves or anything. I don't get cut. But anyway, cool. All right. Well, part of me wants to continue down this little water course, but it's all over. That's all completely overgrown with thorns and stuff. So we're gonna make our way out of here. Keep going on down the old farm lane. So what am I going to do with those pieces? I don't really know, to be honest. I at least want to look up the name, take them home and see where they came from. But anyway, kind of cool. I like finding stuff like that. They're like little treasures. They just don't really make stuff like that anymore. Everything's out of plastic and not really creative anymore. All right, we're back at the road here, so I think maybe it's time to head back. But that was a fun little explore. Like I said, I didn't really have a huge plan of what I was going to do today, but I kind of love doing stuff like this. So we did find some cool stuff. There's that china, I guess you could call it. Some creepy stuff, some doll parts. But I think maybe at the end of this video, I'll tag on. I'm going to clean those pieces up. Try to look up the names, see where they come from. I think I'll add that on to the end of this video. But as for now, folks, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.